Chapter 3. Nasa tindahan na si Ella sa Binondo. Maaga siyang dumating pero parang lahat blur. Hindi dahil sa hilo or epekto ng blood transfusion. Lutang lang siya para siyang tanga na nakatikim ng unang crush sa edad na dapat nagkaanak na. Hindi naman ganito ang naramdaman ko kay Martin? Bulong niya sa sarili habang nakatingin sa garapon ng boy bawang. Iba ito. Iba. Parang may fireworks sa bahay bata niya tuwing naaalala niya ang biceps ni Elias. Diyos ko, ang lalim ng dimples sa pisngi. Ano kaya hitsura nun pag walang damit? May abs kaya si Doc Elias? Baka pang bench body ang peg, pero may medical degree. Isang hairbrush ang tumama sa tagiliran niya. Natauhan siya. Ano ba? Okay na ang hair ko. Naka-ponytail na nga. Uutus-utusan mo pa ako magsuklay. Reklamo niya habang inaabot ang hairbrush. Si Cardi at Barbie, parehong nakanguso. Kanina pa kami ni Barbs daldal ng daldal dito, hindi ka naman sumasagot. Para kang multo na biglang in love sa exorcist, sabi ni Cardi sabay irap. Lutang! Dagdag ni Barbie, sabay kurot sa tagiliran ni Ella. Biglang dumating si Wilson, bitbit ang 3 large milk tea at isang mini tub ng squid ball. Merienda! Anunsyo niya habang nakangiti. Para sa triplets kong girlies. Habang tinutusok ni Barbie ang squid balls niya, nagsalita siya kay Cardi nang hindi tumitingin. Iba talaga ang type ni Ella, no? Yung may provider mindset. Hindi yung basta cute lang or sweet. Kailangan may long-term vision, may retirement plan, may trust funds at saka may lupa. Grabe ka pinsan, sabay tawa ni Cardi. May checklist ka na pala. Oo, at pasadong-pasado si Dr. Elias dun sa criteria. Sagot ni Barbie. Muntik nang mag-facepalm si Ella, ang daldal talaga ni Barbie. Na-excite lang siyang ikwento si Elias kagabi pag-uwi, nag-oversharing na. Ayon, kinabukasan may public broadcast na. Wow, judgmental ka talaga! Singit ni Cardi sabay kuha ng milk tea. Porque eto lang dala ni Wilson, di na siya provider mindset? FYI, may trabaho ako. Hindi lang squid ball at milk tea ang kaya kong ipakain sa future family ko. Okay? Sagot ni Wilson kay Barbie. Napatingin ito kay Barbie, saka kay Cardi. At kung tungkol yan sa provider mindset, hello? May HMO ako, may PhilHealth, at may stocks pa sa Jollibee. Sure ka ba na stocks at hindi lang reward points? Banat ni Barbie, sabay higop ng milk tea. Hindi ikaw ang tinutukoy ko. Di lang ikaw ang manliligaw ng pinsan ko. FYI din, may mga mayayamang admirer yan. May kotse, may beach house, may abs. Iyon ang provider mindset. Napakagatlabi si Ella. Bigla niyang naalala si Elias. Abs, provider mindset, anong connect? Ella penso, since when did being a potential sugar daddy require a six-pack? Kala mo may audition para sa Bachelor Early Retirement Package Edition. Hindi lang siya mukhang may provider mindset. Mukhang marunong din magpataas ng oxytocin levels in multiple ways. Biglang hinila ni Cardi ang ponytail niya. Hoy, wala na naman dito utak mo. Nanggaling ka lang sa recipient mo, pagbalik mo daig mo pa ang Jennifer's body? Sasagot na sana siya pero nag-vibrate ang cellphone niya. Unknown number. Napatingin siya kina Barbie at Cardi. Wait lang. Pagka-swipe niya ng sagot, parang umilaw ang paligid, ang boses sa kabilang linya.
Mama Ella.
Si Aliyah. Tumigil ang mundo ni Ella. Nawala ang squid ball. Nawala ang biceps ni Elias. Ang naiwan lang, ang munting tinig ng batang akala niya'y hindi na niya maririnig kailanman. Aliyah? Baby love ko? Is that you? Hindi niya alam kung bakit gusto niyang maiyak. May kung anong sumiklab sa dibdib niya. Parang fireworks na may kasamang iyak sa pelikula. Luksong dugo na naman dahil yung dugo niya na kay Aliyah. Pero teka, ilang beses na siyang naging donor? 2 pasyente na nga ang nabigyan niya ng dugo simula college. Naging Facebook friend pa nga niya. Pero wala namang ganitong feeling. Hindi ganito kakuryente, kagulo, kaimo. Bakit kay Aliyah iba? Parang may lifetime subscription ang puso niya sa batang ito.
Mama Ella, I miss you.
Ella si Konghilo. That title, Mama Ella, ang lambing, ang bigat, ang saya. Siguro ganito ang feeling ng ibang OFW kapag tinatawagan sila ng anak nila mula sa Pinas. Yung kahit pagod na pagod ka sa trabaho, isang mama lang, Parang gusto mong umuwi kinabukasan. Pero bakit ganun ang pakiramdam niya? Ang weird. Hindi naman niya anak si Aliyah. Hindi niya ito iniluwal sa virgin niyang Kuwan. Pero pakiramdam niya, konektado na ang bituka niya rito. Emotionally constipated na nga siya, pero itong batang to, parang siya ang naging laxative ng puso niya. Kamusta ka na, baby love? Okay ka na ba?
Okay na po. Sabi po ng doktor, baka next week lalabas na ako.
Ella blinked. She should be happy. Pero bakit parang may kumirot? So, ibig sabihin hindi na kita madadalaw?
Siguro po. Kasi po sabi ni Papa, uuwi na raw kami sa bahay namin sa States.
Boom! Para siyang binuhusan ng malamig na milk tea sa batok. Napaupo siya sa baitang ng tindahan, hawak pa rin ang cellphone. Hindi siya makapagsalita agad. Hindi na niya madadalaw si Aliyah? Parang may tumunog na countdown timer sa dibdib niya. Ang saya-saya dapat kasi Aliyah is getting better. Pero ang bigat-bigat rin. Gusto niyang magsaya para sa bata, pero gusto rin niyang umangal. Ang unfair. Bakit parang bitin? Bakit ngayon pa? Alam mo, baby love, mahinang bulong niya, pinipilit ngumiti kahit nagiglas na ang mata. I am happy that you are well na. Pero, pwede bang selfish ako sandali? Kasi mamimiss kita sobra.
Ako rin po, Mama Ella.
At doon na siya tuluyang naiyak. Hindi iyak na pang drama series, hindi iyak na pang vlogger, iyak na parang may nawala sa kanya kahit technically, hindi naman sa kanya to begin with. At that moment, Ella made a quiet decision. Hindi siya papayag na matapos ito rito. Kung kailangan niyang pumunta sa States, maghanap ng conference, seminar, o kahit online racket na may travel incentive, gagawin niya. Teka lang, napahinto siya sa sarili niyang drama. Wala nga akong passport, bulong niya habang pinupunasan ng luha. Ano to, teleseryeng walang visa?
Mama Ella, why are you laughing? You were crying a while ago and now you're giggling. You're like super moody today.
Aliyah giggled, clearly amused on the other end of the line. Wala, baby love, naalala ko lang. Kailangan ko pala muna magpakuha ng NBI clearance at magpabook ng DFA appointment bago ako mag-emote sa airport. Sagot niya, sinabayan ng tawa.
We can still video call when I'm in the States? Like, all the time. Even when I just woke up or while I'm drawing? That's okay, right?
Oo nga, number. At least di mo na ako mahuhuli na umiiyak dito habang may squid ball sa bibig.
Mama Ella, promise ko po tatawagan kita palagi. At magpapakita ako ng bagong drawings ko.
Deal tayo dyan, baby love. Pero dapat may isa na may drawing ko ha. Gusto ko cute ako.
I promise, I'll draw you with fairy wings. And glitter too, because the nurse here said sparkles suit you. She said you're like the fairy who saved my blood.
Ella sonrió a través de sus lágrimas. Aba, pwede. Basta wag mo lang ako gawing mukhang ipis na may pakpak. Tumawa si Aliyah at doon kahit saglit lang, gumaan ang dibdib ni Ella kasi si Aliyah, hindi lang recipient ng dugo niya, parang naging recipient din ito ng parte ng kaluluwa niya.
Even in the middle of a high-stakes Zoom with scientists from Mexico, Elias froze at the notification on his screen. Urgent. Report to St. Luke's ASAP. Dr. Rasselas. He didn't finish his closing statement. Excuse me, everyone. Urgent matter. Then log out. Boom. Gone. The hospital was too quiet. The kind of silence that made your heartbeat sound like a drum roll. His leather shoes clicked on the polished floor. This is it. Aliyah was set to be discharged. Miracle recovery, the nurses said. But Elias knew miracles had receipts. They came from someone. Inside Dr. Rasselas' office, the senior pathologist slid an envelope across the desk. Too calm. Too neutral. Elias opened it. DNA comparative analysis. Match. Gabriela Tan, Elaton, and Aliyah Mondego. 99.99998% maternity. He blinked. Once. Twice. What? He read it again. Gabriela. Ella. Ella is... He leaned back, wand over his mouth. No freaking way. Should he laugh, cry, or storm out and drive to Binondo? Maybe all three. He shot up. I need to go. Outside, phone in hand, heart racing. He almost dialed Ella. Almost. What would he even say? Hi, Ella, surprise. That cute kid? She's your daughter. Congrats. Welcome to motherhood. He gave a bitter laugh. This wasn't just a plot twist. It was an emotional Molotov cocktail. Before he could spiral further, his phone buzzed. Yaya Dindin. Sir, umiiyak po si Aliyah. Ayaw pong magpatahan. Mom, Eli, please come now. Something's wrong with Aliyah. Elevator button. Slam. No hesitation. Aliyah first. Always. The hospital room was dim, sunlight slicing through the blinds. No alarms, no chaos. Just Aliyah. She sat upright, cheeks blotchy, nose red, clutching her stuffed bear like it was life support. Shoulders shaking, hiccup after hiccup. Not loud crying, the worst kind. Fragile, broken sobs. It gutted him. Because this wasn't just a patient. This was his daughter. Are you in pain, baby? Elias's voice cracked. Do you need a nurse? Aliyah shook her head, whispering,
No, Papa?
Then it came, small but seismic.
Papa, I don't want to go back to the States.
He blinked. But Anak, your teachers, your vineyard, your abuelos, weren't you excited? Aliyah's face crumpled.
Mama Ella is here. She doesn't have a passport. They said she won't get a visa because she's poor.
Silence. Then stifled laughter from Yaya and Lola Solana. Elias tried to steady his voice. Mama Ella told you that?
No, Papa. I called her that. The nurses said we look alike.
Her tears flowed again.
I want her, Papa. I want her hugs. Video calls don't smell the same.
Yaya tried to lighten the mood. Oh, ayan, bebe. We'll text Mama Ella. Pero eat ka muna. Aliyah hesitated. Elias stood, torn. Wait. I'm not sure that's a good idea. Not yet. Everyone stared at him. He swallowed. There are things I need to understand about Ella first. Aliyah clung to him.
She loves me. She hugged me to sleep.
Lola Solana's eyes said it all. Figure it out, hee-ho. Fast. Aliyah brightened suddenly.
You're gonna love her, Lola. She's funny, pretty. She smells like marshmallows. Just like me.
Elias froze. Lukso ng dugo? Science had terms for it. But this felt older than science.
Papa,
Aliyah pleaded again, later, eyes huge.
I'll only go back to the States if Mama Ella goes with me.
But Anak, she doesn't have a passport. Aliyah gasped.
Then buy her one. You have money, Papa. A lot. Don't let her be poor anymore.
Yaya Dindin burst out laughing. Ay, anak, kung ganyan lang kadali, konsul na si Papa mo ng embassy. Aliyah grinned.
Papa can fix anything. He can fix Mama Ella's visa.
Elias dragged a palm down his face. That's not how immigration works. Aliyah's answer was simple.
Then just tell them it's for love.
Even Lola chuckled. She's got your charm, hee-ho. But thank God, none of your cynicism. That night, under string lights in the hospital garden, Elias replayed Aliyah's words. Don't let her be poor anymore. He laughed to himself. Kung ganun lang kadali, baka may visa na pati pusa. He leaned forward, elbows on knees. Ella. Aliyah. The marshmallow scent. The bond that bloomed in minutes. Did Ella know? Or was she as clueless as he was? This wasn't medicine. It wasn't logic. It was chaos. And Elias Mondego hated chaos. He dialed Hawk.
Yo.
Hawk answered. It's me. Are you in Manila?
Yep, BGC with Alina. Mission Brewing in Malaysia. Why?
I need to talk. Can I come over?
Of course, you're always welcome.
LS exhaled. I'll be there in 30.